What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. In this one, we got some Michigan football recruiting news as Michigan makes the top 4 for a top 100 edge. You get the latest there, plus a new prediction in for Michigan to land a top tight end target. Also, Michigan sitting high and one of the top and elite athletes in the 2026 class. We also give the latest on the top defensive back target, Yaxel Hart, as well as a top center prospect for the Wolverines in the 2026 class. And we got some Michigan basketball news, the latest updates on Yaxel Lendeborg. Will he go pro? Will he come back to Michigan? It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Before we do go ahead and get right into it here, do want to give a shout out to our channel members. Thank you guys all so much for supporting the channel. I truly appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody who is obviously subscribed to the channel, shows up in the comment section, and drops a like on the videos. I appreciate all the support. But let's go ahead and get right into it here. And I first wanted to start by talking about the 2026 4-star top 100 edge Carter Meadows. He is also rated as a 5-star on On3 rankings, but a major top target and top edge prospect for the Wolverines in the 2026 class, and he recently dropped a top 4 consisting of Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, and South Carolina as the 6'6", 235-pound edge from Washington, D.C. will be deciding between those 4 schools. He does come from Gonzaga High School, and Michigan does have some connections there. They did sign the 4-star top 100 safety Kainoa Winston last class in the 2025 class, who comes from Gonzaga High School. Now they're trying to get another top 100 recruit from there out of Carter Meadows, and he'll also be taking an official visit to Michigan June 20th. So big news right there. Michigan has been a top school in his recruitment. They make his top 4. And then I also wanted to talk about one of Michigan's top tight end prospects and targets in the 2026 class. That is the 4-star tight end Matt Ludwig, who comes from the state of Montana, a 6'4", 245-pound tight end, and he is a top 100 recruit on On3 rankings. He is only ranked 220th nationally on 24/7 Sports composite rankings, but still one of the top tight ends in the class. This is one that Michigan has been leading for a while now. They have 2 crystal ball predictions going in their favor. They also do lead on the On3 recruiting prediction machine, and they've already gotten On3 predictions from Steve Wiltfong back in January, E.G. Holland back in March, and now Ethan McDowell of On3 and the Wolverine put in an On3 prediction yesterday. So that's just some more good news for the Wolverines right there in Matt Ludwig's recruitment, as he is also set to take his official visit to Michigan on June 20th. And we also have recently talked about Brady Smeagol, Michigan's top 100 quarterback commit in the 2026 class, as he has been prioritizing Matt Ludwig and trying to make sure he is in the class for the Wolverines. And then I also wanted to talk about the 2026 4-star top 100 athlete Salsi Moa from the state of Utah, ranked 40th nationally on 24/7 Sports rankings. He is a defensive back / receiver. He is one of the nation's top and elite athletes. He recently took a visit to Michigan and will welcome him back to campus for an official visit on June 13th, which will be a big one. He also recently took an official visit to Michigan State, as they are a contender in this recruitment as well. But Michigan right now sits high in his recruitment. According to Ethan McDowell of On3 and the Wolverine, he told him that all around, I like Michigan because I like their facilities, their coaches have good culture, their standard, I just like it all. And he said they're definitely the top of my list, at least top 3. Now his brother does play for Michigan State, and there's also other teams like Oklahoma, Tennessee, Washington, Utah, and Oregon who are in the mix as well. And he doesn't have a decision timeline set going into his official visit schedule, but he did say that I'm just going to see when a school feels right for me. So that's starting to shape up to be a big recruitment for the Wolverines right there in the top 100 athlete out of Salsi Moa. Then I also wanted to give an update on the 2026 3-star cornerback Yaxel Hart from the state of Virginia. He is ranked as a 4-star on On3 rankings, but a 3-star on 24/7 Sports. and 24/7 Sports composite rankings, but he is a top cornerback prospect for the Wolverines in the 2026 class. Right now, it seems to be a neck-and-neck battle between Penn State and Michigan. There are no crystal ball predictions going in anyone's favor. However, right now, Penn State does lead on the On3 recruiting prediction machine, and with an On3 prediction from Steve Wiltfong, that was put in January. And now Yaxel Hart is set to take official visits to Michigan and Penn State, as well as Virginia Tech and Tennessee. Now, he will be taking an official visit to Penn State on June 6th, and Michigan also will be getting the last one on June 20th, which could be good for the Wolverines. And Hart did tell EDGE Carter of the Wolverine recently that Penn State and Michigan are at the top right now. They've shown intense and consistent loyalty to me, and he said that Michigan is a top contender because I see what they are doing with the program. I see that I can get playing time as a freshman, and also that, you know, it's a great academic program and the people want to put me in a place to succeed. And right now, his decision timeline, he's set to make a decision in July after his official visits. So that's an update on Yaxel Hart right there. Then I also wanted to talk about 2026 interior offensive lineman Jax Tanner, 3-star in the 2026 class, has heavy interest from Michigan, Oregon, Tennessee, and others. Comes from the state of Idaho, goes to Rocky Mountain High School, and at 6'4", 280 pounds, could add some size, but he does seem to be a top center prospect and target for the Wolverines right now. He is set to take an official visit to Michigan on May 30th. Now, it was set for June 13th, but according to Ethan McDowell of On3 in the Wolverine, he is moving his official visit up to May 30th, which could be good news for the Wolverines right there. Right now, Michigan sits high in his recruitment, though, so that's some Michigan football recruiting news right there. Obviously, been a slow start to the 2026 class, and right now, Michigan coaching staff not in contact with recruits as they are, again, going through a temporary self-imposed ban on communicating with recruits right now. And once that is over with, I'm sure it's going to be very busy for this coaching staff and these coaches getting back in contact with these recruits, and also, you know, the evaluation period here for the 2027 class. But the next thing I did want to talk about is some Michigan basketball news, and on the UAB transfer Yaxel Lendeborg. As we've talked a lot about him before, he is committed to Michigan. He is still yet to decide, you know, if he will be coming back to college and playing 1 year at Michigan or declaring for the NBA draft. Right now, he's concentrating on preparation for the upcoming NBA draft combine, but he did take a recent trip to Michigan for a visit, and he was blown away by his Michigan trip. Now, obviously, a big thing here is Michigan's NIL package, which is legit. But not only that, but he's also a clear fit with Dusty May in Michigan here. But according to Chris Ballas of the Wolverine, while he has had some really good workouts for NBA teams and is potentially a first-round draft pick, but, you know, he still has to go through and see if somebody is going to give him a for-sure deal. Michigan's NIL deal is set, and it is impressive, and they did say that we'd go 51-49% Michigan at this point, but could change if Lendeborg tears it up in Chicago. And again, Lendeborg is looking for a first-round guarantee, and if he doesn't get that, we could see him in a maize and blue uniform next season. But Michigan definitely making him think about it, because he would definitely love to come back for another season at the college level, especially with a team like Michigan, who just, you know, went to the Sweet 16 and is now, right now, a preseason top 10 team. If Yaxel Lendeborg does come back for one season and plays with Michigan, they will be right away a national championship contender, no doubt. You know, Lendeborg has also been posting on social media of himself on the Michigan visit, and not that it matters, but he also changed his X profile picture to the Wolverine, so he clearly loves Michigan and would clearly love to come back and play another season of college basketball with Michigan. But, you know, his dream is the NBA, and it's all going to be how he performs, if he gets a first round guarantee and all of that. So but there's no doubt he would love to come back and play for Michigan. So that's the latest there. But with that, that's gonna wrap up this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you are new around here. I greatly appreciate it, and we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.